Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Agent Wealth Success. And you know what we do here. It's Teresa Price, one of the top agents in America, and Dr. Hank. And we help real estate agents and brokers to increase their business and their wealth. And today we are in the fourth session of our new agent training. And it's really great. And just as a reminder that as you're watching the show right now, if you're doing it live, go ahead and comment on it, like it, that we welcome all the love, that we're in the receiving mode and we'll receive all that love and goodwill from you. So we appreciate that. And because we're on LinkedIn and on Facebook and YouTube with this. So this is our fourth session on new real estate agent training. But what we have discovered is, as Teresa and I have gone through this, that it actually is for every agent and every broker should see this. It gets you back to basics. Sometimes we get a little lost out there, especially with the world changes that we've had. And this would really get you back into what you need to do or inspired action to do in order to make that happen. So, we've been talking about how to connect with your list and business development and all kinds of wonderful things. And today we're going to continue to talk about your list and your business development and building those relationships. And if you haven't been tuning in to our Tuesday referral group and mastermind, you really should, because it'll give you all the updated information about real estate and what to talk to, your client list with, your sphere of influence with, and so that'll give you some real good specific scripts, if you will, on what to do. But we're going to talk scripts today as well. And then, we started, and Teresa just has this magnificent list. It's a list of 21, just the golden gems. It's like finding gold, if you will, gold and diamonds. I was panning the other a couple of weeks ago. I was panning literally for precious stones, and it kind of reminded me about Teresa's list of 21. And we called 3 plus 3, and basically you grab 3 and then you go and then develop another 3 on there, and we're going to get to the fourth item on that. So Teresa, you want to hit it off for us and share the good news?
Well, hello everybody. I can't wait to share with you. So last time we talked about a simple program that I put together for the agents and brokers that I work with that are brand new, starting a brand new real estate business. And once you get your license, you're kind of at that point where, now what do I do? You're here to show you. And so this is part 2. The last time we went over handwritten notes and reaching out to people. And, some people would refer to this as business development. And I am a huge advocate of relationship building. So this is all about, this is personal. You're making new friends, you're letting them know what you do, and you're becoming their number one resource. And so we talked about handwritten notes. Yep. We talked about phone calls and asking what we can do to help, what's going on in your life this week that I can help with. Do you need a carpet cleaner? Do you want to know the value of your home? You can make some suggestions to spark some ideas in their mind. We also talked about events. And even with what's going on in the world, there are so many things that you can do for events that aren't necessarily in person. And so where we left off with is the next one I have on the list is to become your neighborhood expert. So I've been doing this for over 20 years.
Wow.
And the first thing I did was I looked at my own community, which consisted of 400 homes.
Wow.
Yes. And every one of them that was active and listed, I went and I previewed them. And then I called the agents and
What
I
do you
asked,
mean by preview, just to help them?
sure.
Yeah,
So when you go on MLS, multiple listing services,
yeah.
we have access to, the public doesn't have access to MLS. And we can do a search of all of the properties that are active in our own neighborhood. We can also look to see who is pending or who is sold. But it's the active listings that I scheduled. I went to go see them, and then I called the agent and asked if I could hold it open.
Oh, an open house there in your neighborhood. Oh,
Exactly. So not only do you know 4 properties, 4 floor plans, 4 people that own homes in there, with all respect to the agent
right,
that it's their client.
right.
But down the road, as you continue to do this, you could pick up expireds. You could have neighbors that will walk into the open house that are interested in selling their home. And so the relationships start to bloom. The other thing that I did was I joined or I sat on the HOA board.
Mhm.
The other thing that I did is I walked the neighborhood with my dogs, stopped people to talk to them, meet and greet, walking the dog.
So if you don't have a dog, you need to get one. Actually, you can just go
Right.
ahead and walk and
Yes. And so the other thing that I did is I would knock on their door, meet and greet, and introduce myself and let them know my goal is to become the neighborhood expert. And what does that look like to you? Does that mean that I need to know the floor plans? Does it mean that I need to stay in touch with you? Tell me what you think the definition of the neighborhood expert, real estate expert is.
great. Now, when
So
you're
you can,
introducing, you're sharing that. Hey, I'm new in the neighborhood, and I'm your neighbor, and so we're entering under that. And then you ask them like questions on, hey, what do you do? And so they'll share with you what you do, and then hopefully they'll share with you what you do. And if not, that's okay. Just build that relationship, and then you can share your goal that what you want to
yeah,
do is you want to be the real estate neighborhood expert. And then they'll say, oh, really? What do you do then? Are you a real estate agent? And so you can get into that by asking. But again, this identified starting out on just building the relationship. You're a neighbor, or you just want to help out, you want to help with listing, whatever that. And especially when you're brand new. And I know, Teresa, you just moved, so you got a whole
I did.
so you just landed into gold. I know that when I bought down in Tampa a $1 million home I bought, and we were in a small little community, gated community, and I said, I'm going to make money I'm going to have them pay for my house, all my neighbors. And so they did. I buy and sell their homes, and help them buy and sell their homes. So yeah, great. Go ahead.
So I have a rule: if you don't knock on a door without a gift.
Oh, wow.
And so what I would do is I would get these really pretty mason jars and pretty ribbons, and then I would punch a hole in my business card and tie it to the ribbon, and it would be full of candy kisses.
No, I love that.
And so, it was great to meet you. Remember me if you need anything. And here's some kisses for you and your family.
That's great.
And then the other thing too is a lot of people, I'm not really a pool person, but I would go to the pool and you make friends at the pool. And the point is that any community event, whether it's an HOA meeting or some sort of a holiday meeting, show up to everything. Put it on your calendar and show up with your jar of candy kisses. One neighborhood I lived in, they had 4 candy jars, And the joke was they would knock on my door when it was empty. Because I made a joke about that. When you run out, come knock on my door and I'll refill it for you.
Well, that's at Halloween. Was that at Halloween?
No,
Oh,
year round.
Year round. Year
Yeah.
round. So you're offering candy year round.
Oh yeah. When it runs out, come to my house and I'll refill it for you. And I kept the candy in the freezer. So that's the neighborhood expert.
Yeah.
And when you ask them what do I need to do genuinely, that in your opinion, to become the neighborhood expert, people love to give their opinion.
Oh my God. I love it. I just love it. And there gave you all scripts. And so everybody that, we have this recorded, you can see it again under DR Hank Sites on YouTube. It's also on Facebook that really I'd go back to that and then write down what are those phrases that Teresa shared with you, the questions as well as the strategies behind that. So now we're a neighborhood expert, and man, you sure made friends with a lot of neighbors right away. And so, it makes you just feel good. It makes you feel part of the neighborhood. So this is way more than real estate. And we always share that this is about life. This is about connecting with people. This is about building relationships and friendships. I even like that word, it's just a little bit warmer, if you will, building these friendships with people. So that's beautiful. Well, where do we go from there?
So one other thing is once a year, I would throw a neighborhood party, an open house, like from 12 to 5, drop in and have some good food. And oh my gosh, one year I think I had like 30 people in my house.
That's great.
Yes.
Right.
And I sold so many homes in that neighborhood. I was there for 12 years, but
yeah, wow, that's just amazing. And this is the key, the key isn't, hey, go buy something or whatever. All this is free. And that's why we have the GPS to your real estate success in these 5 different steps. And it includes, this is one of the steps on the training that we have, that it's all free. And so we welcome you to learn more about that. That's on our Thursday event. And if you need to get a hold of us, I'm at Dr. Hank at drhank.biz. And Teresa, how to get a hold of you?
Teresa at homeslandleases.com.
Cool.
Or
let
me repeat that. Teresa, TERESA at homes, HOMES, LANDLEASES.com.
That's great. And your cell number?
My cell number is 214-478-9737.
Awesome. And I'm 214-753-7204. And again, we welcome you to, if you want to start a new career in real estate, if you're already in real estate and you want to build your business and your wealth. And then again, it's really this bigger picture on, if you really want to build a happier life, that this is a way we have the happy steps to get to where you want. It's kind of like you can't have a happy ending. You don't have a happy journey. And so we're creating that happy journey for you and your family, and be able to serve all these wonderful people. So where do we go next, Teresa?
I'm going to skip over several that are on the 21 list. I'd like to go to social media one-on-one connections.
Okay, great.
And so this has been very successful this year. In that a lot of people are working from home and they're paying attention and communicating more on LinkedIn, Facebook. The most success I've had is with LinkedIn. And I hired somebody to focus on a particular group, which is my number one passion for first responders.
Yeah.
And so that is another lead generating or relationship building program for me. I spend 80% of my time on that. And so what that looks like is I hired somebody to to send out connections, and JR is his name, and he sends out 30 a day. And I am just merely asking for them to connect so that I can share the wealth of information that I have and give them the support that's in my heart. And so I would say 90% of them connect. And then there's a mess, and this is one-on-one through their LinkedIn account.
Right.
And then it's followed by a message of who I am and what I'm offering them, which is the firstresponderresources.org program. And so there's a video that goes into the two main things that we're offering, and that is real estate, every form of real estate, homes, land, leases, and then now I've added investments for our investment group. And so to simplify it, so they're getting a really nice little message, thanking them for their service, making it very clear that we support first responders, veterans, and their families. And so I pour love into those messages.
Yes. And to be clear on that, so JR, he actually is in the Philippines. He is $10 an hour, so you can just go to him. We have that contacts, and he has a whole organization, so he's not going to run out of capacity, but they know about our industry. And so if you want that, we'll give you that. Not only will we give you that, but we'll also share these scripts. So again, Teresa's sharing one of our lead programs, and way to just build these friendships. And you want to do what you really feel in your heart, where it feels best. And for Teresa, it's to help first responders, and she has a background with first responders and everything. So she hooks up to them. She mentioned 90% agree to connect. Good luck trying to do that with anybody else, but it's the messaging that's so important, because we really do care, and Teresa specifically cares about first responders and how to help them. So what you want to do is think about your niche, and so there's all kinds of different ways to approach this. You maybe want to do higher end homes, so you would just search in LinkedIn for, and you'd have JR do this and his team, and you'd search for maybe something like CEOs or C-levels of companies in whatever city you're in, and that connect with them. And then again, we can help you with the messaging and everything on that. So understand, it doesn't just have to be this, it can be whatever you're interested in. That's what's so key about this. It's so flexible to where this will help you grow your business right away. And again, how to connect on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn, basically the thought behind this is Facebook is more for social and just to do the social. LinkedIn is more on the business side, if you will. And we're doing business, we're doing real estate. So go ahead, Teresa.
Yeah. So based on experience, and I think that it's great to post, but it's like post, no results. When you go in and you reach out to people one-on-one, now you're building relationships. Yeah. That's the key. So I have another agent that is my partner, and she has started the same process with nurses and healthcare workers.
Oh, great.
And she's getting a great response.
Yeah.
And, sometimes they'll come back and say, you know what, thank you for supporting us. We really, truly appreciate it. Or let's see, last week I had a police officer come back and say, I need a great title company. I'm refinancing, and he's closing on Friday. I've made more friends on there that say, when can you come by the police station to meet us? I've had people ask me for construction folks to renovate their home. I've had them reach out and say, I am struggling with credit and want to purchase a home.
Wow.
Some of them are responding to, so the messages that JR sends out, as soon as I get a response from somebody, he alerts me, and he's putting this on a warm lead sheet.
Oh my
So,
God.
so the key to it is to check it every day and respond. So
Wow. Right.
yesterday,
Yeah.
one of my,
How to connect these relationships is that, JR does this initial because it's a lot of busy work, what we call low payoff activities, but the high payoff activity that Sir Teresa to go and start contacting them. And the whole goal on any social media is to get them off the social media and
right.
to talk to them, to meet with them, to go to their fire station, to go to their hospital, whatever, so that's great.
Now you can do the same thing on Messenger on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
where you go in and you can talk to people one-on-one. That's just the key. I've tried it both ways. I have hired people to post, and I still think that you should post, but here's my other secret is I have instead of posting 2 things a day and trying to keep it interesting, which you can do that too, but you'll spend so much time doing that. Is that the other key is to share other people's posts.
That's great.
So if you go in and spend an hour a day checking your responses, and you go in every day and look at what the people you're connected to have posted and share a couple of those. And when I start out with, thank you, Joseph, for sharing this. I am so supportive of this organization. So I identify the person that I'm sharing their post.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Really hadn't thought about the personalized Facebook with Messenger. It's brilliant. It's really
Well, it makes them feel important, and you also are being genuine in being interested in that post. And then you will get other people that repost the post.
right.
And a couple of times a week, you do some other things to identify that, what it is that you're doing. I'm a big fan of videos. If you can put a couple of videos and a post in there.
Yeah.
And what you start noticing is people will start responding to your posts because you're reposting and because the relationships are developing.
Right. And if I can on that video, that a lot of people are, concerned about, how they look or whatever. Nobody cares. They only care about how they
No.
And have fun with these videos. And we've done a whole section on videos on some of our other training that we have. But you really want to just pick up your phone and just, point it at yourself and just do a quick little video of whatever you're doing. We recommend to maybe during the week, let's say you're going to post 5 times, that maybe 4 of those times is personal and then 1 of them is business. But business like fun stuff, like you're out at a new home builder, another lead program strategy of ours, or you just closed with someone and you want to thank those people that you closed with, because you want to be connected with their friends as well, and you want to share the good news. This is good news that we're sharing with everyone. And so posts, and again, the pros say you got to post twice a day and all that. And again, we just say, hey, what it is about relationships. And so this is the fast track to get to those relationships. And again, the sharing, and then also the messenger, like on Facebook, and then on LinkedIn, we shared with you those steps as well.
So it goes back to branding, Dr. Hank. One of the things that's on the list of 21 is to pick your passion. And so if that's RV travel, people that are into RVing, or it's yoga, or it's first responders, baseball, children, car collectors, horse and animal rescue people. I mean, there is an incredible list, but in your heart what you love.
Yeah.
It could be cooking or barbecuing, whatever you love. Just give it a year and connect with those folks engage with those folks,
Yeah.
and you will be just amazed at how quickly your relationship building grows.
Yes. And if I can, that first of all, that, some of you saying, well, I don't have a year, I need to make money right away. And you bet. So know that we have other training that is available to you as you and especially in the first sections, we shared with you how to do some of that. But there's mindset training because you literally create your own experience. And so to help you to get business within 7 days, which means you'll close within whatever, a month or 6 weeks, depending on how the sales cycle is. And the other thing is that just think what you love. Don't be judging it. So I have a guy out in California that just loved dogs. And so I told him, look, just go and start your own Facebook page on dogs. And he started doing dogs, and people loved that. And he started having closes because of it. And he bought a special truck where he could have the people in the back, the buyers in the back, and the dog in the back of the truck to take along the dog. And then he started connecting with veterinarians, and that pretty soon all the veterinarians were giving him business. And so this can just explode, but you got to just figure out what's in your heart. What do you love? Don't judge it at all. And again, give us a call. We'll help you through that and to show you how, to be able to do that. And by the way, that guy that with the dog, he has a $30 million business now. And so this is real. This stuff plays out. And so, again, I'd be taking notes here and back to you, Teresa.
Well, I wanted to define what I mean by a year.
Yeah.
So, it's like this. You're going to do business in 7 days. You're going to do lots of business within the year. Yeah. But at the end of the year, you could very well have 500 people that you're sending Thanksgiving cards to.
Right. And if you do, don't worry, there's a way to manage that. We know how to do it. Don't think, oh, this is too much work. I had a mortgage person that a wonderful loan officer of ours, and that's the other thing. We got all kinds of resources,
yes,
all kinds of people that you need. But she was saying that she's, working 70 to 80 hours a week. And then she said, and I know you real estate agents are working about 4 hours a day, and,
yes,
and you can make it this way. Like, we're just asking you for a few hours per day, and you're going to make thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wonderful. So that's the most effective social media. And, there's a lot of things you can do with social media that will not get you results. So those are the things that I train people to do, and based on experience have finally found the secret to social media and relationship building. So
great. Yeah. And I think the rule of thumb with all of this is personalize it.
Yes.
Personalize it. So it's the messenger, it's connecting individually with people on LinkedIn.
Yes.
It's connecting, calling, contacting whatever way, but, we recommend calling, sharing some of your expertise that we're going to give you, your knowledge about real estate, and then asking for their address and send them a card. And again, we have a whole system that you're going to have so much money you'll be able to pay for, all of these, whatever. So, and you're not paying us, that, you're paying for systems on how it can send out all these thank you notes or all these, Thanksgiving cards or whatever. But this is the way to really touch base. And then the beauty of this is the real prize of all this is that you're going to get joy out of this because of the relationships that you have. So it just can't get any better than that. And actually, it is going to get better as we continue to hop along. But it's better than you would have ever imagined. That I can promise you. And then it'll even get better. Yeah.
Wonderful. So one other thing to social media. So a lot of people do quotes, and they do a lot of detailed information, which is secondary to educating everybody as to exactly what it is that you do. Yeah. So what I mean by that, I'll give you an example. One of your videos could be Did you know that I go out and look at properties all the time? So when you're ready to purchase a home, I know all of the great communities and all of the details of those communities. Here I am in Mustang Lakes. I can tell you all about this community.
Yeah.
So remember me when you're ready. Another one would be, did you know that I can do a custom comparative, CRM?
Customer relationship management? Is that
No.
CMA?
CMA. Boy, those letters.
The market analysis.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the video would look something like this. Did you know, and get close and make fun of it. Did you know that I can actually pull a CRM for you, a custom marketing analysis?
A custom comparable market analysis.
And I can tell you what your property is worth.
Yeah.
And I can help you start a gradual budgetary updating projects so that one day when you're ready to sell your home, not only are you going to get top dollar for it, but you're going to probably sell it the very day it goes on the market.
Yeah. And
call me, Teresa Price, 214-478-9737. Now, does that not plant a seed for somebody that's thinking, we're outgrowing this house right now, and I think it's time for us to start talking about that. They're going to call you to walk the house with them to see what we need to do that we don't have to think about at last minute when we're preparing our property to list it.
Right. And again, for new agents, they'll be concerned about, I don't know what a CMA is or how to do it, or I don't know how to give recommendations. We have all of that training for you. So,
Yes.
And it's all easy. And if you'll just breathe deeply and go and meet with the people that invite you, that you'll see it all come to you because you have different eyes than they do. And you'll be able to look at the house and say, hey, and then again, we have some training on, what color should the walls be or whatever, that type of detail. But you don't need to be, it's mainly the relationship. They're going to do business with you for because they built a relationship, you built a relationship with them, and that's the key. And so all this knowledge and everything, you really don't need to know much, and we'll give you all the answers and help you literally walk you through the whole thing as you go through that. So know all is well, and it's going to be easy and fun, and you need to just say that to yourself, and then God will make it easy and fun for you.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
My recommendation is to make a list of every single little thing that you do. When you say, here, I'm Teresa Price here, your friend and realtor, that doesn't tell them what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make a list of things that you do with that beautiful license, that you make a goal for yourself to make a 1-minute video, do you know? Or do you know? And there are so many things that we do as realtors that people don't know. And if they don't know, then they don't know what we offer.
Yeah, exactly. Great. And that reminds me, another one in fact, the guy with the dog what he did is he just did little videos and mainly of the dogs and stuff, but he started a business page on Facebook with that, and he just started getting one follower after the next follower, and I think he's up to 50,000 followers now on this thing.
Right.
Just, a dog thing. And so that's another approach approach. And again, for you to be able to, if you are going to, we suggest you do post, and again with video, because people are more prone to watch video. In fact, most homes are closed because of the videos behind them. In other words, the things that you did, such as what we're talking about. That's great, super. Other things. We still have a few more minutes here, and
one of the other things on our list that would be a great. Do you know that I have a referral reward program? And so, out of appreciation for you sending a referral to me, I'm going to send you a gift certificate for you and your family. And if by chance that person moves forward with the American Dream, then I'm going to send you a dinner gift certificate to take your family out to dinner to show my appreciation. And I so appreciate your support. Let me thank you ahead of time for sending me the most important people to you. And here's my number, or whatever you want to end it. That's a really powerful video.
And then legally, how much can we give for a referral fee?
Up to $50.
Yeah, so up to $50. So, it's $50 that, hey, they can, go out to eat or pay for most of their meal, whatever. And so, it's just a great, easy way to do it. And then we also do, literally we give away thousands of dollars to like first responders out of our commission, but you'll see that you'll get way more, thousands of dollars back. And so it's really a super way for you to start connecting with people and share the wealth. And that's what we're all about too, is empowering everybody and then sharing the wealth with everybody. So that's great. Yeah, great idea. And I love the way that you term things, Teresa, with such personal ways, like you just said, your dearest friends, to help your dearest friends, or, the most special people in your life, those type of things. It takes people's guard down, and they just go, oh, you're so nice. I really like that.
Okay, so I love and care about my clients, and that is why I'm in this business. I'm in this business to make friends and to share the love and the care and feel like I'm making a significant difference in families' lives. Mm-hmm. And so that's where the genuity comes from. Mm-hmm. I have not met a realtor that was in it for the money that was very successful without actually being genuine. And I have people in my life that are clients and have been for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And so that's my family. Mm-hmm. Outside of my family, my clients are so important to me. And I think that if a new agent wants to be successful on the residential side, that you must exude that genuity and that true care. Now, one other thing that's on our 21 items list is business to business. So what I would say to you as a brand new agent, or an agent that is recreating your business, is to write down all of the people that you need on your team to support your clients and your family. And I'm talking about your real estate family. Mm-hmm. So the number one person is a lender. Mm-hmm. And so you go to the lender and say, I would like for you to be on my team.
Wow.
And here's the criteria, and also what I will give you in return.
Wow.
And then the next person would be your title company. Mm-hmm. Now, there's very few people on your team that won't be able to give back. Right. But that's what you ask them.
Right. You want referrals back to you. And others understand, like for a mortgage, every person that is listing that they can't even do business with them. And so,
Right.
but they will, have it. And so these people are around, the consumer all the time. And so there's opportunities for you to get referrals, business to business.
It's very true. So the next person would be an inspector or two inspectors. And the deal is this, that what you offer them is all of your business. You're my real estate team. You're the person that is going to help me roll out the red carpet to best serve every single client and family.
Yeah.
So the number one thing is that you and I need to have the same level of commitment to customer experience. Secondly, I would like for you to remember me and to send me referrals in return. And I will offer you, as part of your team, the same value.
The same value. Yeah, beautiful.
The next person would be somebody that's maybe an electrician.
Uh-huh.
The next person might be a store that specializes in interior design.
Mm.
There should be 21 people on your team.
Awesome. Awesome.
They are all businesses.
Yeah. And they're all with the consumer. And so,
Yes.
your future clients, on that. And so they can, and then we all help each other. And again, this is this idea about empowering. And so a way to empower different businesses, and then you help their business grow, and they help your business grow. And it's this give and receive. And because it's got to go both ways. You can't just be a giver. You have to receive as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's where the backup list comes in. So if you're giving all of your business to a mortgage lender and the lender is not reciprocating, then you would have that conversation after about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know why you're not giving back, and listen, out of respect. And then you may have met another lender within the group. They would be on your backup list.
Yeah, right.
And so you're not firing the other person or any of that, because they're doing great service for your clients.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps the inspector isn't giving back. Then
Yeah.
you would have a backup list for a different inspector.
Yeah.
Or maybe the design, maybe the two design people, or do you know who my number one referral source is?
What?
Is Adrian Young, who does all of my staging to prepare properties to sell.
Wow. Amazing.
She sends me everybody.
Wow.
And so she is a stellar business partner.
Yeah, yeah. And you'll see there are some people that will share referrals and some not. And that goes into also like your sphere of influence, in which people are really, giving back, that are just the consumer, your previous client, whatever. And you want to pay particular attention because they're giving to you, and you want to give to them, and you want to help your giving is be able to help all their friends and employees, or their family, all their loved ones, that to help them with the American dream. And that's what this is about, and why we love it, because it is the American dream, and why Teresa has the American flag behind her. There's no symbolism there other than to say, hey, we're all about the American dream. And part of that American dream is home ownership. Builds your wealth. It's much better than leasing. And if you are leasing, anybody watching this, stop leasing. We'll show you how you can get into a home, and affordably. It doesn't matter if you have no money, bad credit, whatever. We can help you do that, and you'll start building your wealth. So it's not only with agents and brokers do we want to build your business and wealth, but it's with really everybody. We want to help you build your business and wealth, and we can do that because of the relationships that we have built. And again, we can give you all those resources and sources on that. And do you want to give us one more, Teresa, as far as?
Well, yeah, I think that the team building for a brand new agent is critical. So one of the other things you're going to ask them to do is you're going to ask them to repost everything that you post.
Oh, cool. Love that.
And you will do the same for them.
Yeah, right. So you get some real buddies in there that are reposting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is that team, when they're ready to sell or purchase a home, they're going to come to you.
Yeah.
My favorite lender, just announced to me that he's purchasing a home at the beginning of the year.
Ah, great. And you get to do the transaction. Yeah, fantastic.
So the last one that is a really good idea for giving back to your community as well as building relationships is the Chamber of Commerce. And where that's going to be extremely valuable, it's an extension of the business to business.
Got it.
The chamber networks right now are on Zoom. And so you would attend their weekly Zoom meeting. The key to that is, okay, so I'm going to say brand new agents and some people have an issue with asking directly. And of course, Dr. Hank can help you with that. Get your mindset right. If you have a fear of rejection, then you need to call Dr. Hank today. But remember this. When you ask somebody, I need your help with something, there's something inside. Dr. Hank, you can probably elaborate on this. There's something inside each one of us that immediately kicks in, and we do want to help when we're asked.
Yes. Well, actually, the reason why that is most of us are Judeo-Christian society, and most of us Christians, and so we have been told to it's better to give than receive. And so thus people have programmed in there when you ask for help that people want to do that because that makes them feel good. And that's great. I just want to make sure that all of us out there are having balance on. You also have to be in the receiving mode because you have to even that energy out, because if you don't, then what you'll do is instead of being a giver, you'll be abused by people. And so, but for you to go out and ask for help, and people just love it's ingrained with it. It's in their DNA to be able to help. So it's a great script, if you will, as far as what do I say? Just ask for help. You don't have to say about how great you are or whatever, and never say you're a new agent. That you have gone through all of this schooling and everything. You would be under our umbrella, what's considered America's #1 real estate team, with all these resources and everything. And so because of that you have hundreds of years of experience. So never say you're new, because people typically don't want to work with somebody new, but they want to work with you and your experienced team, and that's how you present it. But ask for help.
Ask for help. So back to the chamber, there's just so many fun things that they do.
Wow.
And I was a member of the McKinney Chamber for many, many years. And most chambers have a leadership course, and they hand select somebody every year. And I highly encourage, and I have to admit, I've not done this in McKinney yet. It's coming up at the beginning of the year. And then you become an ambassador of the city.
Oh, wow.
And so you're going to be going through this leadership training with the mayor, all of the leaders of the city, major business owners. And I highly recommend that you invest in that. Because it's a hand-selected group of people. It's like your college buddies. So this is you have lifetime relationships with your college friends. That's exactly what the leadership program within each chamber is like. because you go through a whole year and you are at events and you are learning how to be a leader. And what's more fun than learning how to be a leader and hanging out with other people that want to learn how to be leaders?
Right, right, exactly. And they'll all end up being customers of you. You'll see they'll be clients, and you'll be able to do business. We only have a couple minutes left, so what would you like to share kind of in closing today on what's the takeaway, or what's another nugget that you want to give us, another one of your secrets to be a successful real estate agent and broker?
Anytime you walk into somebody's home, be prepared with business cards that have magnets and ask if you can put it on their refrigerator.
That is great. That is just great. And that little tip, because see, most people need to be exposed to new ideas or new people these 6 times, and they're all going to the refrigerator. And so because they are, that is your picture on there, and always have your picture on your business cards and whatever. And so that's just tremendous. Well, we really covered some amazing things here, Teresa. And as I kind of go through that it's like, oh my gosh, what a way to be able to get neighborhood listings, and your HOA, on how to do social media and the secrets to that. This is a personal one-on-one, and then it's also an inside job as far as it's your mindset, and for you to go out and ask for help and become the neighborhood expert on social media, on how to connect with one-on-one, on Facebook using Messenger, on business to business, on how to brand yourself, on how to have videos, on joining the chamber. I mean, it is loaded. This whole chapter, if you will, session that we've been together is loaded with all these ideas. And what I want you to do is write down, look at your notes now, and identify what are the 1 or 2 things that feel best to you. And then you contact Teresa or I, and that we will help you in order to help you become your greatest possibility. So Teresa, thank you so much for being on and doing this amazing trade in these 4 sessions of training. Just been amazing, and thank you for sharing your secrets and your knowledge and your love, and just who you are. And for all of you out there, this is Dr. Hank. I so appreciate you on watching today. Again, do likes, comments, and we'll get back to you, and get to us. That make the leap out and step out. And like, if you're just thinking about getting into real estate, or your experience and want to have more, and all of us want to have more, that we're here to help you become your greatest possibility, build your business, build your wealth, but even more important, to build your life and have these amazing relationships. So with that, everybody, we love you. Thank you. Virtual hugs, kisses. And I do have to just end with, we like to laugh and have more fun as we increase our income.
As we increase our income.
Moolah, moolah, moolah.
Moolah, moolah, moolah.
New fun one to do for a little laughter and fun. So everybody, we love you. Teresa, thanks again. Love you, girl. And know that everything that you want is coming your way. Bye-bye.